tonight going to start some nice oatmeal for us to have for breakfast tomorrow morning. And I think it's a really, oats are a really wonderful healing food, but for too many years our society has been eating rolled oats. And rolled oats have a lot of the value taken out of them. And these whole oats are one step above the steel cut oats too, because they just have the whole husk. So I put in 2 cups of that, and I'm going to put in a nice handful of raisins to go. That'll be our sweetener. We actually don't need to add any sweetener at all to this. I'm going to put in not quite a cup of, these are soaked and salted and then roasted sunflower seeds. And then we put in some flax, and maybe a half cup, and also some chia. These guys are really good for omega-3s, and they also are really good at cleaning out your gut lining. So fantastic if you can ever use both flax and chia. And put in some rock salt, and then some dulse flakes. I always like to get as much seaweed of one sort or another into our cooking, because seaweed is just so full of so many different minerals. It makes it really valuable. And then some cinnamon, like that, to make it have a nice flavor. And then I'm just going to fill it a little over the top of all those things. And about this much water in there, and I'll give it a quick stir. And I think one more thing that I'd like to add is some coconut oil, which I forgot to bring over here, but I'm going to run over to the other counter and grab a spoonful of coconut oil too. And that'll add some nice oil to it and some good flavor also. Just take maybe 2 spoonfuls of that, and come to think of it, I'll add some coconut also. This will make it just a really fantastic, hearty breakfast that really will stick with you all day long and really serve all of the various parts of the digestive system. We want to serve the stomach well. We want to serve the liver and the bile that comes out of the gallbladder and the pancreatic enzymes and into the small intestine, large intestine. And really, this will, between all these things, will provide a lot of food for each of our parts of our digestive tract, so that we can really get going with some really strong nutrition to last us until 10 o'clock when we have our peanut butter balls. So I'll put this outside and put the lid on it and soak it overnight in order to make the oats and the seeds and the such more bioavailable when they cook down in the morning. And tomorrow I'll show you how to cook it. We are on step 2 for the oatmeal wonderful breakfast extravaganza that we've put together last night. That was about 7 o'clock last night. Now it's about 5:15 a.m. So it's been sitting for about 10 hours. You can see that there was a lot of water in there, but it's mostly been absorbed by all of these foods here. And so I've put the oatmeal on the stove. It's our nice wood stove. I just started it, and it's not that warm yet, but I'll put it over here in the medium hot spot on the stove, and then it will slowly, over the next hour or 2 probably, it'll simmer slowly, and I'll keep an eye on it and make sure that it doesn't burn. So we're going to do a very, very nice slow cook now of the oatmeal to get everything all congealed nicely and cooked up together. Hey, Claire is the guinea pig today. She's going to have, I don't think I actually burned that. It was, Claire asked me if I added any extra water in the morning, but I didn't. But I just
it's totally
kept
perfect.
it on a very, very slow, bubbling on the stove. And I just keep moving things over to the right if I want to keep them from burning. Oops, you want to put some...
I'm going to have rhubarb and some applesauce.
Yeah, I always put my applesauce right on top of the oatmeal. I don't know how Claire eats hers.
I
But
know. I put mine on the side.
on the side, okay. Would you take a bite of it and tell me how you feel
Then
about
I can
it?
have just the oatmeal. I've been thinking about this all morning.
Any comments on any
It's
of the
delicious.
flavors?
It's perfectly sweet with just the raisins. Yeah, it doesn't need any other sweetener. And lots of different textures from the different seeds and grains.
And does the kelp overpower it all?
No, I don't taste the kelp. I noticed you had put kelp in it, but I've never known you put kelp in your oatmeal. I don't ever taste it. The raisins and the shredded coconut, I think, add the perfect sweetness.
Great. All right.
Thank you for breakfast.
You're welcome.